Jesus didn't die so we could all struggle. He didn't die so we could just have this hard life and just struggle and be frustrated all the time. And he especially doesn't want us to struggle trying to make the Christian life work. Amen? So he gives us faith. Faith is a word that we throw around a lot as Christians, and I know that, even maybe sometimes we've heard so much about faith that, even tonight when I said I was going to teach on faith this weekend, I didn't get the reaction that I would have got if I would have said I'm going to teach on how to control your emotions. Everybody went, "Wah!" But I just don't think that we understand, or maybe we just need to keep relearning and keep understanding how important just that little simple childlike faith is to this whole walk with God, and how important it is to peace, to righteousness, to joy. It's amazing the problems that are solved the moment that you decide to trust God in everything. Unto every man is given the measure of faith. So don't even try to say, well, I wish I had faith. You have faith. If you wouldn't have had faith, you wouldn't have come here tonight. Because you had faith that if you came, I'd be here. You had faith when you parked your car in the parking lot that when you leave tonight and go out there, it'll still be there. You had faith that you would get a seat, have a place to sit. You had faith that you would enjoy this and get something out of it. It's amazing how much faith we use every single solitary day. And why we have such a hard time putting faith in God is very interesting. Every time you sit in a chair, you have faith that's going to hold you up. Now see, I'm not sitting here going, oh my gosh, I hope this thing doesn't cave in on me. No, it's like, I just sat down in the chair. I didn't even check it out first. It's a chair. Chairs you sit in, so I just sat down in the chair. I came in tonight and I had the faith that if I put all my stuff on this podium that it would hold it up. You operate in faith all the time. Every time you go out in traffic in your car, you better be in faith. Every time you send one of your teenagers off to school, you better be in faith. So we do have faith. I've been doing quite a bit of study on faith again in the last few months, and I think really there's certain foundational subjects that we have to study and refresh ourselves in all the time. Paul told the people that he never got tired of telling them the same things over and over because it rekindled their faith and stirred them up in faith in those areas. So if you walked in here, if I would have come up here tonight and said, how many of you are confused? There would have been hundreds of hands go up, if not thousands. And so I can just say to you that if you're confused, you're not operating in faith. At least not about that thing you're confused about. Because the moment you trust God, confusion goes. Because when you trust God, you don't have to try to figure anything out anymore. And the moment you stop trying to figure things out, you don't get confused. Huh? If I would have said, how many of you are worried? Oh, we would have had lots of hands go up. But if we're worried, then obviously we're not in faith. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't have faith in God. But I want to talk to you about something different this weekend. I want to talk to you about not just having faith. Every person has faith, but I want to talk to you about releasing your faith. About releasing your faith. Because faith is a powerful force that changes things. It does things. Faith is the only thing that can cause you to enter the rest of God, which is the absolute most glorious place to be. Because you don't have to try to figure stuff out. You don't have to try to change things that you've already tried 1,000,000 times to change, and the more you try to change them, the more frustrated it makes you. Because you can just finally say, well, God, I'm trusting you with this, and if you can't change it, then I guess it don't need to be changed.